Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I am your host, Jason, and these are the same three, Shamex outsiders that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Charlotte.
Said the F word, Jason. Hello.
That's true. In the bottom middle, we have Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by Greshy.
Played by Greshy, huh?
Fuck! Damn it.
Yay!
Played by Will. He's basically Greshy. It's just Greshy in real life. There's no difference between these two characters.
Oh dear. We're a train wreck today.
And in the bottom right, yeah, that direction, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Evening, everybody.
And today we've got a very, very special... It's not special, it's just a regular episode.
Christmas dragon.
I suppose it could have been a Christmas-themed thing, but it won't be, huh? Or at least
Red
not
yet. Light 'em
dragon,
up.
green eyes, with a wreath around his neck. Very cute, and we're gonna get him.
Get him. All right. Last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their way out of the canyon, or the valley of the Black Tower, and sought out the help of the Shikiri Kwa, or Shikiri Kwa? Fuck, I've already forgotten their names. Yeah, the Hawk clan of the Showanti people. You managed to track them down over a day's travel, up high on a cliffside. Not the whole clan, but just a small grouping of Showanti. This seems to be a party of 5. Lenali speaks with wind, a Showanti druid, Hakat Feathertaker, a ranger, and 3 others who, I guess you know Varro falls from Nest, and over the course of the next day you'd probably learn the names of Tama, Silent Owl, and Aya, the Flying Boulder. These people are very at one with nature. They are rangers and hunters. They make their home here in the mountains, and though they don't take too kindly to the giants ranging about, they also seem to be a little bit aloof with the danger that the giants pose to the lowlands, which they feel isn't strongly their concern. In an attempt to get them to help you, Gunn engaged in a battle of strength with Varro falls from Nest, and unfortunately lost. Still intrigued by your show of strength, they at least agreed to lead you to the Red Dragon Longtooth's lair, to the east of Jorgenfist, where they will assess your qualities as adventurers further, as you make to slay the Red Dragon, who attacked Sandpoint. Yeah, so yesterday was Wheel Day, Neth the 27th. I've already updated the day to Oath Day, Neth the 28th, and you all had some time to rest up. You should all be back at full health with full... Yep, looks like everybody's at full. You had some time to set up your spell choices for the day, to make some plans outside of the session, and now I think we're just going to kind of warp our way over
Maybe the couple of things that are worth setting up before we set out from the cave in the morning. I was going to give Asher my ring of fire protection that I normally wear, because Greshy has a spell that will be a little bit stronger, and I'm going to be trying to hold Longtooth's attention. And Asher has good reflexes and also
flip.
evasion.
I hope I can flip. I can't, I'll reroll.
Were we going to go with the spell that prevents us from being smelled, I think, first level?
I have that prepared, but it's only good for an hour.
So when we get there and we start to see Longtooth coming, we'll have to prep our 1 hour and 10-minute buffs.
I don't know if we're going to have the time to do everything in that time. I'm going to take a look and see what all we can squeeze in, because if our goal is to wait until we see him, that may give us a minute. And
Right.
some of these I can cast in very quick order. Some of them may take longer.
Okay,
But
that's a good
most
choice.
most of the longer ones will last a little bit longer, so that may just be a matter of trying to estimate when we might expect to see him.
So,
We'll see.
yeah, so first thing in the morning, Greshy gets all of his spell preparations done, as does Asher. I guess Gunn can also technically change his cantrips out. I don't know if you did.
I can change 2 of them out, and I'll change Detect Magic for Shield.
Okay.
Because I figure I might need both my actual shield and the shield spell.
And Asher looks like he selected, Ray of Frost for his
Ray of
cantrip.
Frost instead of the acid one that I normally use.
And I have Greshy's spell list here, but it's quite long. It's a lot of healing. A lot of...
It's actually not as much healing as I prefer for this kind of fight, but
sure.
it's a lot of preparation stuff.
I have 4 focus points at my disposal. So I'll plan to use at least 3 of them for healing. You can focus on keeping yourself going
Oh, sure. And
until we run out of juice.
that's fine. I'm still just going to try and reserve my heals for when they're going to be most notable.
Oh, I'll also have a first level actual heal spell.
Oh, I do have a staff with 6 first level heals,
And
so I can kind of ping pong people up if need be.
I could use Angelic Halo, but I don't think it will be worth it. I don't think it will possibly be worth it. I don't think there's any way we cast enough heal spells to make it more valuable than using that same point on a lay on
No,
hands.
I think I agree with you.
All right.
Anywho,
Well,
So
with your
first thing-
spells prepared, the Shawanti group waits for you outside, or out by the cliff edge. So, are you ready to fly? Asks Lenali.
Am I gonna be a chicken?
that's the plan. We're going
Yes.
to do some shenanigans. I'll pat Phelan a couple of times, and then I will cast a pet cache and poof Phelan into non-existence. Temporarily.
Okay.
He disappears into a mist of sparkles as he goes into an extra dimensional space
It's
where
like a
he's cared for.
Pokeball.
What would happen if you were riding the Phantom Steed and Asher turns back?
There would probably be a fall, because I don't know that the Phantom Steed can carry 2 medium creatures. In fact, the Phantom Steed cannot carry 2 medium creatures. So we would fall. And then the horse would disappear. And then we'd all take damage.
So probably the better thing would be if one person fell and you used a feathered fall.
Which I don't have prepared today.
Ah, well, okay.
I've listed out what I had. I looked for suggestions. So, in an ideal world, that just won't happen, but we're going to be very
gotcha.
careful
I see it now.
and try and time out about what we're expecting is in terms of how long it's going to take Asher. It might take us a little longer for that,
Mhm.
but
For every second, I'll just peck your arm.
Asher probably has a feel for roughly how much longer he can stay transformed, wouldn't you think?
feel I imagine, sure, but I just in case we're not exact, we just want to play on the safe side, because falling out to the sky is not ideal under any
Indeed.
circumstance.
Yeah, I mean, thus far, Asher has a rough sense of like how long each form can last, since he's been kind of testing it out over your travels. But yeah, without having hourglasses or some more precise measurement,
There's no other sense of like, my spell's about to wear off, like sort of like you're getting hungry or you have to go to the
It's-
bathroom? Oh, this magic is.
It's pretty sudden. Like you
Okay.
get like a flash onset, like maybe a second or two beforehand. It wouldn't be enough time to land or do something.
Okay.
I mean, you could try.
Carry me,
You could try to build up
Greshy.
that intuition, but Asher hasn't been.
Yeah.
Asher's only been able to transform like this for like a couple weeks now.
Yeah. I guess
he doesn't have the
sort of-
long term.
Mhm.
I've got a decent idea on my spells, but I
guess
have
it's
no
not
idea
really,
about transformation. I really don't do that.
It's not really specified anywhere in the magic rules whether there's any kind of sense that goes along with spells.
No,
Or not.
not really. So that's
How they
how
feel.
I rule it, is that you have kind of just a vague sense, and then like through testing and intuition, you kind of figure out the exact
Sounds
timing.
I might want to take a little chicken nap.
Yeah, so you you agree to maybe stop a little bit more frequently than you might if
Yeah.
Asher had like perfect knowledge of when his
Right.
forms were going to end.
Which is rough. It's what, a 10-minute break every hour?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, so you're probably doing more like a 10-minute break every 45 minutes or so. Because, yeah, it's hard to keep track of hour by hour time.
When we
without
start
a
getting
clock.
itchy about how long it's been.
Yeah. Asher will just kind of peck at Greshy's clothing. At spots that there are already little holes. And the
There are plenty of those.
others, the Shawanti will stop and land with you each time you need to do so. Lunali, for her part, actually transforms into a small hawk.
Ooh.
Who are the others? Hakat has one of the two griffins, as does Aya. Tama has she actually has a not a griffin but a hippogriff, another very, very similar creature, but it is she has to whistle for it when you first leave the cave. It's like it was patrolling nearby, Lunali explains. And Varro turns into a more of like an eagle. Yeah, it's like a very small eagle. And they all
Nice.
take off and lead you in the direction of, over here. So with some hours time, I guess you get up at the crack of dawn and flying southwest back towards back deep into the Iron Peaks. You make it to the cave, or you make it to the appropriate mountain a little bit after 2 is your estimate based on the sun. You have a ranger in the party. You'll be able to know that. That's fine. As you're flying overhead, the sky it's like partly cloudy. There's not the low-hanging mist today. It's all very high up clouds. The mountain in question, or the peak in question, has a small, I guess not super small, but a hole near the top, almost like the sort of cartoon volcano. It's you see like some brief wisps of smoke billowing out, and those of you that can smell I mean, everybody can smell, but you smell a light, acrid, sulfuric scent coming up from this pit. It's hard to see down there, but as you, assuming you fly closer, you can see it is rather deep-looking recess, and you can see there is lots of smoke and glowing veins of lava in the cracks in the walls. It feels very hot as you approach, but you can see down inside. It's basically one big hollowed out chamber, and in the center is a rough rock formation that looks like the area around it has been kind of melted out. And on this rocky, like, circular pedestal is just a mound of riches. Gold, silver, copper, gems, diamonds, pearls, sapphires, all sorts of things. There's even a large rug off to one side.
Ooh, a rug.
On fire.
Yeah, it seems to be not on fire, from what you can tell. But it's hard to see down there. You just kind of make out these things loosely through the smoke. As you approach, as agreed, the Shawanti bid you good luck and fly off to go watch from a safe distance.
Yay!
Well, this should be fun.
Ooh.
You guys are currently flying, I guess, so...
Is the part where the gold is elevated above the rest?
Yes, the gold is on a 15-foot square circle.
15-foot hall?
Yeah. It is, this is an elevated, like, pedestal. The area around it looks like it's all just been kind of melted out. And I suppose the opening in the ceiling is... I can, like, roughly draw it here. It's around this bit here. If that makes sense.
Oh.
Okay.
So you guys would, if you're entering, you would come in through the ceiling opening. And you can just see there's some bits of land around it. The cave is larger than just this platform. But yeah. So, sorry. Phelan was still in pocket. And I can't do that there.
Do you know about what time we would have left?
Around what time you would have left? You probably would have left around 5 a.m.
Okay.
So we've basically done a full day's travel.
Yeah. You got up quite early. You went to bed early and then got up quite early.
Well, then once we would have landed, I would let Phelan back out.
Okay. Yeah, you can land on the stone. It's hot to your. I guess you're bare. You don't wear shoes, right?
I mean, I have boots.
Oh, do you? Okay, I can't remember.
I do. Look, I may be poor, but I don't walk around barefoot.
I'm like, let me look at your art.
I would do it if I could.
Your feet aren't visible, so I have no idea, actually.
Oh no, I have little chicken paws.
Yeah, the ground is still hot to the touch. There's these veins of lava around as well, so it's very warm in here, but it's not detrimental, at least at the moment. So Greshy, you let Phelan poof back out into existence, and he thuds on the ground. And I guess is he still in puppy form, or?
No, he would have been in full form. Luckily,
Okay.
Pet Cash doesn't have a size requirement.
You release him into his full true form, and he woof, and is panting pretty heavily. His thick winter coat is a little much here in the extremely warm volcano.
It's a bit warm in here.
Volcano in air quotes. And Asher, I guess you're still in chicken form. You
My little
gawk around.
chicken paws. Well, I'm gonna get out of chicken form so I can at least try and do a 10-minute rest just in case.
Okay.
Peck at the ground before I do.
While he's doing that, I want to see if I can. Unfortunately, I did not prepare the spell that would have been best for this. Try and determine if there's any obvious traps around. Ideally, determine if there's any magical traps as well, but...
Sure, that would be, I guess, thievery. Oh,
Thievery
let me think on it
Arcana,
for a
I would
sec.
imagine.
I guess it would be
Sure.
Arcana. Oh,
We can do both if you
perception.
want.
No, it's perception.
Perception, straight up. All right.
Yeah.
26.
6. Oops, I forgot to mute this tab. Okay. 26. You looking around the chamber, you see little spots of billowing smoke, bubbling cracks in the ground where their lava could suddenly burst at any moment. The ground isn't super stable anywhere in the chamber, really, except for maybe up on the pile of coins. And even those, if you look at those, you can tell that they are slightly melted. Many of the coins have kind of melted together. But you don't sense any kind of, I guess without a detect magic, you don't sense any kind of magical traps in the area. Nothing too out of place.
Okay.
This is definitely not a natural chamber, but your guess
sure.
is that the dragon just carved this out with their own dragon breath.
Bit reassuring there, at least. Nothing blatant, but... They also may not be expecting anything to get in here very, very easily.
Sorry, what was that?
Not the
Adam, you
pedestal
cut out
itself
slightly.
would be the... Uh-oh. The pedestal itself would be the most likely place for traps.
I can...
You don't see any traps on it. It just looks like a big old pile of gold. But yeah, potentially.
You said there was a rug in there as well as some other things, or?
Yeah, if you could go up and look around at it. You just see lots of coins and gems and statuettes and all sorts of valuable items.
A new rug poncho.
Well, I'll take a minute and I will read aura, and I can target any number of items within 30 feet.
Okay.
So, tell me what's magic. If you would be so kind.
Yeah, you run a read aura scan on this pile of stuff, and though you hope for some kind of magical goodies, 10 minutes gives you nothing. It's all mundane, just valuable.
Wow.
Could be useful at some point.
Even
in future,
the rolled up apparently rug is really large. It's massive. But yeah, even that's not giving off any kind of magical vibes.
to suppress the magic aura of things, or if it's really just grabbed goodies that look shiny. What's the dragon gonna do with the rug anyway?
It's gonna tie the room together.
Well, so the only real entrance we see is up through the caldera sort of deal. Right?
Yes. Yeah, there does not appear to be... This is basically just one big empty chamber aside from this pedestal. There's kind of, like 3 tiers of ground. There's the pedestal, the area you're standing on, and a third ring that looks incredibly unstable, which is where all the kind of lava veins are.
Can we do anything to hide our presence here?
really don't think so.
I mean, there is a lot of smoke billowing around. I didn't put smoke out on the field, but you could try to hide in corners of the chamber. The smoke is thick enough that could work potentially.
Let's see if there's any.
There are some larger rocks around that you could also just try and hide behind.
Or maybe we could move some rocks, although that might be noticed. You might know exactly where every rock is.
So what part is like completely unstable? Is it just the part that's not this ring we're in?
Yes. The part on the like the whole outermost ring looks unstable. It's especially when you get closer to the active lava veins. The ground nearest to those is like the most unstable, and then further out is
over here looks like the darkest area. So maybe
yeah, the furthest outside is pretty dark. I mean, the further you get from the center ring, the darker it gets, despite what the map looks like here.
All right. Well, I propose that we hide out and try to get the animals to hide out over here. On the left-hand side of it's close to the stairs, but it's also dark and has a big rock in front of it that we could kind of hunker behind.
I'm just nervous about falling into the lava.
Asher
if it comes to that.
Pick a different spot since
I
Asher
can
wants to
go down here if it's not scary and unstable ground, but I can fly in a pinch, I guess.
There's also so I guess to also explain the chamber you're in is about I would say like 60 feet down. So it's like a 60-foot conical wall around you. So there are also niches all around on the walls as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kind of worried that Longtooth might fly over, spot us, and not land, but just breathe fire down until we. So, I think we'd be best served if we could find a spot to prepare. We figure he'll be back could be a couple of hours.
Could try hiding under the gold.
Yeah, my biggest concern, other than what you said of him just firing down, is he's a big dragon. He can like knock away the floor, maybe. And that scares me a bit for people who can't fly. But I don't know if that's a huge concern, but it is a concern.
I have the ability to fly as needed, but it's not a regular thing, but it's basically the same as yours, just not as transformative.
We definitely should not land in the lava if we can help it, but...
That seems like a smart decision.
I think you need the body to resurrect, so perhaps we don't burn it.
So, of the things we would want to prepare beforehand...
Yeah, so you have some, as mentioned last time, the dragon is known to go out ranging for some time and does not usually arrive until dusk, so you've probably got a few hours worth of preparation time before that happens.
I'm planning to keep as much as I can, keep the fight on this kind of a line right here. For me, and like with Greshy behind me and me approaching the dragon on this side, and maybe Asher then can be shooting from like over here.
I have a question about shooting, since I'm so long ranged. This might be a dumb idea, but what if I was on top, hiding out like on top of the cone? I guess if I need to come down, that would be hard. But I like shooting down while you guys are down there. And if he's like, I forget how Greshy's spells work, keeping him to the ground, but if he can't fly.
In an ideal world, I would be able to keep him on the ground for about a minute. In
Okay.
a less ideal world, it would not be that effective.
I guess as far as conditions go, the area in the... I'll do some more little drawing here. This area here, did that work? Yes.
Mhm.
Directly in the cone, or in the opening, below the opening, is all... it's bright light currently because it's daytime. At night, that'll probably go down to dim. And the areas closest to the lava flows is all dim light currently. Unless it's... the areas closest to the lava flows are all dim light. The rest is darkness or close to dim. As far as smoke goes, the whole area is kind of lightly covered in smoke. So there is concealment inside. Concealment from anything further than like 20 feet away. Probably not for the dragon because it's really big.
Do you consider this to be natural smoke?
Yes, I would consider this to be natural smoke.
Does it count as weather?
For what purposes?
My being a part of the storm order allows me to see through things that are concealed by weather, such as fog.
Yeah, I would count it.
Okay. So I'm fine visibility wise, no matter where I go. So
I am.
So yeah, I guess my point is
as
that the
fine.
if Asher could be up at the top, it would just be if the dragon goes out into the darkness, that might be pretty hard to see, and there would be some amount of mild concealment.
Okay. Let's look at my stuff. Because I forgot I don't have my cool bolts anymore that light things up.
Also, are we going to be able to? So I have dark vision, but I don't think we have anything that would give us light for Asher to see and shoot by. Yeah.
No, I'd
could
just
always-
be taking the.
You could always light a torch once the. if you have it out and have it to hand, you could probably just light it and then throw it down.
Yeah. I guess that would light things up.
I mean, like I said, it would be dim light, so you'd still be able to see him. You just
As
suffer
long
the
as he's
penalties
not
of dim light.
slithered in like the corner, I guess I just have the light penalties.
Yeah, if someone's in dim light, then they are concealed.
Okay.
And you just have to make a DC 5 flat check when targeting them. So D20, and you have to get 5 or higher.
Not the worst. Let's see.
True, Ink Pig. There'll probably be plenty of light if the dragon breathes fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything that really helps me see other than my torch. I am a blind baby, but it's not too bad.
All right. Shall we then get settled and let some time pass? I'd say we can probably cast our 1 hour duration spells once dusk arrives, maybe?
up to you. The issue is not the hour-long ones; it's the
10-minute ones.
10-minute ones, which are resist energy.
And also, heroism and I think there's. Yep.
So, there's a couple ways we could do that. Somebody could stay up top and try and scout for the dragon. And then if they can give us even a minute of warning would be enough time to...
How high up is high, Jason? How high up is the opening?
Oh, I said earlier... What did I say? Maybe I'll just redecide.
That's what I'm wondering.
I think it's 60, but
Yeah, 60 sounds right.
All right, 60. I could actually probably jump down and be fine.
because you've got catfall,
Yeah, I have catfall, so
Yes.
it actually isn't that bad. I could go up and wander around.
What's your training in acrobatics?
Let's learn. I've been expert in a plus 19.
So expert, I think, makes it like 20 or 25 feet less.
Yeah, let's. Here you
and
are.
then catfall means half again.
It
Yeah,
would be
it's
half
25 feet
Which is
shorter.
So it'd be a 35-foot fall, and then half that in damage, so 17.
Yeah, so if I really
Wait.
wanted to get down super fast.
Oh, I see.
But I could shoot from up there until it looks like I can't and then jump and just take the 17, or I could stay down here.
The biggest reason you wouldn't want to stay up there is that I can't cast that far easily.
hmm
So trying to if the whole point is to have you scout, warn us, and then do pre-buffs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I'm like, don't worry, Greshy, it won't hit me.
I mean,
It won't carry me away after it sees me up there.
I didn't think about that until you just brought it up, but it's a very valid concern.
It sees me and it's just like, oh, I'll be fine, I'm a chicken. I really wish I had 2 focus points, because then I could scout as a chicken.
Well, I mean, you could scout and then rest and then scout some more.
Yeah, I'll rest while you guys fight it. And then I'll jump down. It'll be fine.
Just flutter down. All right, well,
Guess we're all
do we want to
chilling
hide
here.
behind the rocks then, or I'm serious, if a lot of these are melted, they may make for a decent covering if we
Mhm.
want to use them as a place to hide. Obviously,
That's
it's...
what I planned. Here, I'll just move to where I plan to go. Once I get my stuff set here.
This is my.
That's right.
This looks safe over here.
Sure. Asher makes his way down to the southeast corner of the chamber, where there's a slightly higher platform. That, though the ground has been melted out, obviously the dragon wasn't super thorough in his digging. And you kind of just tuck yourself into a little crook in the wall, in the darkness there. Gunn, you and Rock make your way to the western side of the chamber, to hide yourself behind one of those rocks. A real rock, not a rock, or another kind
Bird
of
Not a
just
rock,
rock.
spreads
though.
his wings out, you can't see me.
And Greshy just stands out in the open.
There's a rock right
Hi,
there.
Greshy.
Okay.
There's a rock there. I'm hiding behind the rock.
Greshy looks like a little rock. He just puts his little robes over his head and punches down.
True. Are you keeping Phelan in big form, or?
I'm still deciding, to be perfectly honest. I'll decide once we do pre-buffs if we're going to shrink him for some reason, but...
Okay.
Should I be closer than this to you?
Yes, just a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, currently Asher is like 70 feet away.
Like
From
10
where
feet
Greshy
close.
is.
Well, that works too.
Oh, do you want 10 more feet is what you're saying?
No, I can do it up to 60 feet. I can,
Okay, hi,
not
I'll
magic,
be here.
but- Well, actually, no, I can't. I'll need to be
Oh.
closer, so
Alright, I'll get.
I'll back up a bit. We're just gonna we'll both hide.
I'll be
There's
here.
there's another rock here.
Don't see me behind my baby rock.
If only we knew. If only I'd scouted this a bit beforehand, before we actually prepared spells. I would have
I mean, you
prepared
can always
different spells.
leave.
Alright, guys, next time.
There's a part of me that thinks that would be a good idea, but the other side of me is like, then we just show the Shwanti that we're wusses.
What's another day? No, we're showing them that we're smart, that we have a big brain between us.
A single brain.
Yes, between us 3, we have one normal
A whole
brain.
3 brain cells.
I don't see enough here that would make me want to scrap the plan and start over. So
I can prepare, off the top of my head, 3 to 4 spells that would make this an easier fight for all of us. But
What are the spells?
I could do Fairy Fire, which would allow us to actually target him much more accurately through the smoke.
Ooh.
I could do Featherfall, in case we actually did want to have somebody up on top. Would be a little bit easier for making sure they don't fall down. I could do Stonewall, which would allow us to use that for cover, plus, depending on how well he knows his cave, would also be a good way to try and use that for hiding. I could also prepare another heal spell or something else instead of Phantom Steed.
Hmm.
The downside is I don't have an easy way to get all of us out of here.
and tipping him off would be a problem as well.
We're kind of already in it, so
Because if we ever wanted to leave, I could fly. It would just be you needing to fly, I think.
and I can fly myself out and I
Yeah.
can shrink.
So
So it's not a
so I think
huge
it'll be okay.
problem.
Rock can maybe be our lookout if we want,
Oh, but he's big.
but he can sit up on the lip and watch the skies until we see Longtooth. We figure he'll probably be coming from the southwest,
How far can
but he might go
dragons
ranging.
see?
He didn't see us before when we were hiding on the map, but he would be looking this direction.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind is depends on what they're looking for. Same thing with him flying in here. If we were hidden reasonably well, he may know the cave well enough, but he may not be looking to see if anything's different when he lands.
That's
Right.
true.
So
He could just peek his head out.
does the smoke go up through the caldera, the hole?
Yeah.
Or... Okay, so but I
a lot of
assume
it
not
is
lot.
kind of settled, but some of it does like slowly wisp up.
Not enough to obscure much invisibility wise.
Well, Rock is pretty
Not a
good
ton,
at
no.
stealth.
Okay.
So if we ask him to hide up there, I think he can do it.
All right. As long as he can let us know, I think that's a good idea.
I will ask Rock. Okay, boy, I got a job for you. If you're the lookout, I need you to fly up and stay on the edge, but hunch down real low so he can't see you. Try and hide, and if you see him coming, as soon as you see the dragon, just jump in and glide back down to us here. Okay? And then that's when we're going to get everything ready. Does he seem to get that? He's pretty smart.
He like cocks his head a little bit as you're explaining, and then starts to flap and flaps up towards the lip of the cave.
What if he
I think
came
he's-
right
I
back
think he got
down? It was like, it's here.
Are the rest of our spells that we need to cast all just one round or 2 actions?
I would need a total of, I think, 4 rounds to cast all of my spells that I want
Okay.
to cast. Actually, if we're doing Negate Aroma, which I don't know if it's worth doing anymore,
Yeah, with especially with all the sulfur around here.
so let's ignore that one. I think I only need 2 then. 2 actions, so 2 rounds. Well, 4 actions, so 2 rounds.
We might as well cast it if it comes dusk and he's not here yet.
Those are the 10-minute ones.
Negate Aroma?
No, you saying we might as well cast them?
Yeah, we might as well if it gets to dusk.
That would be fine. That one I'm not as worried about. So, okay.
Okay. So Rock is hiding out up at the top. What's his stealth modifier?
Plus 20.
It's 20.
Not
Okay.
bad.
All
He's an
right.
expert.
Let me write that down, what I just rolled. So you said plus 20?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna look up and see if I can see him.
Perception?
Yep. Just a second. Or you can roll that secretly if you want to.
Oh, sure. Yeah. What's your modifier?
17.
17. Fuck. I'll roll my Starfinder D20. You can just barely see Rock.
Okay.
You can see the tip of Rock's beak
And
peeking
I
out
know,
over the ledge.
and I know where I'm looking. I think he's probably doing pretty well. I think looks like he's got a good hiding spot up there. See?
Can't see him. He's too stealthy.
Okay. All right. We can do this.
All right. So, you guys wait. It is approximately an hour before dusk. Do you guys do anything?
Not unless Rock makes a noise that would indicate otherwise.
Okay.
He's not going to make a noise, but he is going to move.
Okay, then.
Okay. An hour before, from that hour, nothing happens. Rock patiently waits up above. You all just kind of hide there in the corners of the cave. And it is now dusk. Dusk has begun. The sun is setting. Do you
All
do
right.
anything?
I'm gonna go touch people.
Oh, Greshy. Let's hug.
That's not what I meant.
We might all die to a dragon, and I want a hug. I am feeling scared.
All right. I will give Asher an awkward hug, pats on the back there, and then cast Negate Aroma on Asher.
I don't smell like anything anymore.
It's very bothersome for Asher, I'm sure. And
I'm
then
so upset.
I'll move over here so that we can.
I'll gently tap, going on the arm, and just cast on him too.
Okay.
And I'm only have 3 castings, so I'm just gonna cast the third on myself. Phelan hopefully doesn't smell too bad. It's hard to say, he's covered in moss.
I'm gonna have to roll on Phelan because I don't smell like anything.
And on the... Sorry, that lasts for 1 hour?
It lasts for an hour.
Okay. So what we're doing is rolling to see when he returns. This will be in 10-minute increments.
Okay.
And it's an increasing chance each time.
I was like, is there a chance he'd never come back?
No, it starts at
Okay.
10 and goes up by 10 each time. So first one is a 10 or under. 36 says nope. So 10 minutes pass.
10 minutes
Nothing
pass. Okay.
If you guys want to do anything, let me know.
No.
I'm gonna make sure. Let's make sure we're all standing together so that we can do the energy.
Those
I
are
need
ranged, so I'm less
I need a
concerned about
hug
that. Just need to be
from
within
Gunn.
30 feet.
They're ranged. Oh,
The resist energies are ranged.
Oh.
Just need to be within 30 feet.
I thought it said touch.
Double check. Nope, you're correct. My apologies. Though I could cast them at range, so I'm less worried about those.
Okay. Well, that's for you and me. So just you and me need to kind of stand. And the plan is for us to stand together anyway.
I'm gonna roll off somewhere.
I don't think we're going to be hiding. I think we're just going to wait for it to show up and kill it. So, any sign from Rock?
Not during that first 10 minutes, no.
Okay.
That's interesting. My view on the stream is different from my view on the map.
Sometimes, okay.
I have Greshy standing next to me here.
He was, and now he's not.
Okay.
I have 2 views open. Sometimes my view is delayed because I have 2 windows
I see.
open, but
I see.
no, I think this is up to date. You might just need to either refresh or
All
maybe
right,
it'll
well, I'm
correct
gonna
itself. I
stand-
don't know.
I'm gonna go stand over next to Greshy. But once rock comes down, I'm going to go back to that rock where we.
That's fine. And actually, you can go to where your perch was over there if you want after rock gets back.
I'm gonna miss you guys over on my perch.
We're still over here. We're not
I
going very
know.
far.
It's hard to see in the smoke. It's all.
Okay. Another 7 minutes pass before you watch rock dart down.
Okay. I will immediately cast Dark Vision.
Okay. Gunn,
Cast.
cast Dark Vision.
I will cast Resist Energy on myself and Gunn to start with.
Selecting acid, right?
Fire. Why would I select acid? Don't do that to me.
Shit! I said the wrong thing.
No, electricity, obviously.
Gunn's just nervous.
No.
And then if I have another 6 seconds, I will then repeat that casting on Asher, but at second level.
Asher already has resist fire 5.
Then I'll cast that on Phelan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will move away over to here and cast Heroism as my second round.
Okay, so Gunn returns to his corner of the cave. I'm going to... Oh, nah, it's fine. You're like slightly off camera. Curses. Yeah, you move back to your west side of the cave, cast Heroism on yourself as rock comes flying over towards you. Asher returns to his standing perch.
It's me alone.
Over on the southeastern side of the cave, and Greshy and Phelan hide in the darkness behind a rock on the southwestern side of the cave. Okay. A few more minutes pass, and you hear flapping up above. Heavy wings beat as something blocks the moonlight. You see a big shadow pass over the cave, and then a moment later, the dragon, massive red dragon, drops down and with one big flap of its wings arrests its fall. Just as it lands in its pile of riches. In its mouth is a massive rock that is charred, quite beat up. It drops the carcass onto the ground here, or just beside it. And tears out a bit of flesh. Its mouth kind of lights up with flame as it cooks the rock a bit further.
Does this seem like the same red dragon that we fought earlier?
Perception?
That might be very difficult to tell, I acknowledge.
Turns out there were 2 of them. Longtooth and Shorttooth.
We have a 28.
28. You notice something. This dragon seems to have some kind of a deep red cloth wrapped around its forearms. As well as a silver bracelet on one hand and a golden ring on one giant finger. And those are in fact 3 details that you very vividly recall from the encounter in Sandpoint. It is almost certainly the same dragon.
Okay.
I did not mention those details before, but your character remembers them suddenly.
Can I attempt to cast a spell while he's eating?
Sure.
see if I'm close
It
enough.
would involve some stealth.
Alright, how bad could this go? Sorry, debating. Okay, yeah, do you need my stealth modifier, or should I just roll it?
What is everybody's stealth modifiers? We'll start with that, actually.
Okay.
17.
you guys are just-
Mm-hmm.
17 for Asher. All right.
15 for Gunn.
15 for Gunn.
hmm
All right.
17 for Greshy.
17 for Greshy.
18 for Phelan.
18 for Phelan. And we said it was 20 for Rock.
Correct.
And where is there it is. Okay, Greshy, what is it you're trying to cast?
I was trying to cast something, and then I realized that the range is a bit much for me to be able to cast it.
Yeah, you're currently about 75 feet away from
Were
it.
you going to do read aura?
Yes, on the dragon. No, I was going to try and slow the dragon, but I need to be within 30. And Metamagic only doubles it. So,
Alright, well, I'm going to look at Greshy and start to move as this guy is eating. I don't think we want to wait until he finishes eating.
no, I was going to try and get him while he's
Then
distracted.
he's gonna be all fat.
So
That's a thought.
I'm going to start sneaking out. Well, I'll just draw my line since I don't know how far I will get before. Probably this way.
I would move to here if I could.
You all hear a snarl come from the dragon. Just come out. I know you're there, he says, looking in Gunn's direction.
Very well.
You
Rock will
step
hop
forward, or
up
are
on
you
this
charging
rock.
forward?
I'm moving one move action.
Okay. Like, I mean, are you dashing? Do you have sword drawn? What's your...
I definitely have my sword and shield out and up if I can, and I'm just kind of creeping at a normal speed.
Okay, his vision just kind of follows you. These games, he says as he kind of stands up to his full height. I need will saves from everybody.
I'm gonna fail the heck
Right.
out of this. Oh, maybe not. A 38.
25 from...
Remember to stay near me, Greshy, if you...
Well, again. Save.
Oof.
I got a 25 for Greshy and a 30 for Phelan.
I'm not...
Okay, Greshy is
go.
frightened 2.
Okay.
Asher is fine.
Gunn has a 38.
Sorry, wait. Asher, you are frightened 1. Gunn, you are frightened 1.
And Rock has
Gresh,
a...
I guess it's Phelan is
24.
frightened 1.
I think I get frightened 1 less.
Do you just remove one fear faster?
Let me check.
I don't remember which order it is. Fighter has a different thing, I think.
Yeah.
And that's a 24 on Rock. Rock is frightened 2.
Aura of Courage. Whenever you become frightened, reduce the condition value by 1.
Okay.
And,
so yeah, you're not.
and at the end of your turn, when you would reduce, you also reduce for all allies within 15 feet.
Okay, by an additional 1. Okay. All right. Well, everybody go and roll stealth for initiative. Except Gunn, if you're trying to... I would. Yeah, perception or stealth, either for Gunn.
Okay.
But everyone else is stealth.
I need to make sure I'm.
Oh, why did I roll for failing? Ignore that.
Yeah, I did the thing.
Just a different system, I suppose.
How about I do my battle cry that I always forget to do?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
I'll shout back at him, which means I get a free intimidation check.
You're not that
see how that
tall.
It's a demoralize action. I have that queued up here, so we have a natural 20 for a total of 41.
All right, so that's a counter fear attempt. So let's see. We get his initiative in here.
You can remove Phelan for me when
Number.
you get a chance.
6. That's 34. That's a 31. Sorry, what am I doing for Phelan?
Remove him. He doesn't get his own initiative.
Oh, I see. Right.
I'm
Of
used
course.
to other systems. So.
Yeah. What else did I do here? Oh, right. You were doing that. The fear attempt on him.
Dragon, you've raided your last village.
So the targets aren't really immune. It's just versus their will DC. Okay, there we go. And it's a 41 on a on a critical, which I believe here. Where's your will? There we go. Yeah, that is a critical. So that is a frightened 2.
Frightened 2. Shoes on the other foot now.
Okay. Greshy.
All right. Well, I suppose if we're going to start, then we're going to start.
So yeah, it's just kind of stood up, stretched its wings out. Arcat has given everybody some boons. Let me catch those real
Yay,
quick.
thank
1, 2,
you.
3 Erastals.
How wealthy.
1, 2, 3, 4 Fool's Lucks. Nothing for Greshy. Oh, because he's maxed.
I'm already maxed. It's fine.
Where's the omens, Arcat? Come on.
I'm sorry. Here you go, Jason. I
Thank
felt
you.
bad, but the dragon is so scared.
So he's reared up. You let out a roar, and you see a flash of fear in his eyes.
I wasn't expecting that. Greshy will cast Quench on the dragon from where he's at. Target this square. Not that it really matters. It's a 20-foot burst.
Okay.
And he needs to make a Fortitude DC. It would be 28 since he is frightened.
28 fortitude save. All right.
Wait,
do
Or
I
maybe
have this?
32?
Oh, no, wait. No, that's correct.
Up is higher is better for you, right?
Correct. I'm feared.
Oh, you're
There's all
feared.
the bad
Ah.
omens. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I see.
Thanks. Cool. Oof. As a critical failure.
Oh.
He takes
Wait.
108
Wait, what?
damage.
He crit failed? The Quench?
Yes.
Oh god.
He takes 108. It's not typed, but I would imagine it's just damage straight up. Water damage. It's not cold damage or anything, but it's water damage. It's
Oof. Okay. So sorry, it's just doubled.
doubled. It's a basic save.
Okay. You hyper saturate the air around the dragon with water, and it would help if I put his HP in here, wouldn't it? Okay.
Area 25-foot burst.
And the moisture just soaks the dragon all over. It's just like a big aqueous orb of water elemental energy straight from the plane of water that surrounds him. He's kind of splashing about angrily, unable to do much about this spell.
Understandable. Yeah, I bet that's pretty unfortunate. And then Greshy will tell Phelan to get on in there. And Phelan will dash forward and use his 2 actions just kind of get up the stairs. There. So he passes through the little trail, or the trail that goes through between the 2 lava pits and starts his way up the stairs to, or rock formation to get up to the dais.
Okay.
On dais.
Gunn, you're up.
Okay.
Way to start out.
Oh, actually, sorry. I need a acrobatics check from Phelan
Oh, sure.
to balance.
29.
Okay. As Phelan charges over that loose ground, it starts to break and collapses into the lava, rendering that path no longer useful.
Greshy, with Quench, do you also need to do this counteract thing?
No, that's separate. Yeah, you can use it as a counter spell versus fire spells.
Spell, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So
I
if somebody
see.
was casting a fireball, I could use
Okay,
that
it's
instead
not-
of having to have
it's not
fireball
both.
prepared.
Correct.
It looks like
It's a separate thing. Okay.
looks like both on the. I see.
I could also use it against something currently active to try and counteract it, but that would be like a magical fire. If
Yeah.
somebody did continue to flame, that sort of thing, I could use it to counteract that, but there's
Would
nothing
it
going on right
reach the lava and have any effect on the lava?
now. If
No.
I sustain it next round, it could.
This is natural lava. I mean, oh, sure, it could if it does.
Right.
So yeah, there's this big, just moist, soaked area around the dragon. Sorry, what's the range of this soaking area?
It's 20. It would not reach the lava
25-foot
right now.
burst.
Okay.
I got it 20. Is it 25?
That's what it said in the.
I believe you. Anyway, it's not quite reaching lava from what I gathered.
Sorry, 20
I could be wrong.
bursts.
It is
You're
20
right.
foot burst.
10, 20, something.
I had it as going out here, so kind of that sort of motion. So I can move it if I sustain next round.
I can't draw, apparently. Okay. Gun.
First action, I'm going to approach by 25 feet. 4, 5. Gets me to there. Let's see.
That's 10. That's 15. That's 20. That's a 20-foot burst? No. That's a 20-foot burst. Yeah.
That looks right. No, more or less. It's fine.
So do you want it there? Is that good?
I was a little more to the left.
Okay.
That's right. Because I targeted like right there.
Okay. So yeah, there's a big just area of water.
I have one good
So
spell.
he's up on a raised platform, so I'm not going to be able to reach him where he is with melee, right?
You can. It's only the raise of the platform is only like 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can easily reach him with your sword.
All right. Then for my second action, I'm going to raise my shield and actually, no, I can do that I can react to that. Second action, I'm going to move adjacent to him and probably eat an AOO.
Okay, you charge into the bubble of water, and yes, in fact, I should remember how his thing works.
Do you get AOO on your first round if you haven't moved yet?
Oh, good question. No, he hasn't had his turn yet, so no, he doesn't have an AOO.
Okay. It does say the GM determines whether you can use reaction before your turn begins.
Oh, I see. I mean,
So
he
if
was
you think
aware
you
that
can-
you guys were there, so
Mhm.
I think it's yeah. No, he'll take the AOO.
Yeah,
then.
this wasn't a surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's. I was just double checking, and that's what it said. Though.
Okay.
it seems like a
Thank
good
you for
time
checking
while this
because I
dude-
forget what which rules are
It's
which.
different in different
which
systems.
games?
That's why I was like, which way does it work?
All right. In that case, he I guess you charge up towards him. He doesn't take his AOO. He actually just kind of rears back. Continue.
Okay. For my third action, I'll make a strike with my sword. I'll try and do a big overhand slash and get him as he's rising up. And have a 35 to hit.
Okay, 35 will hit. Roll damage.
I do not have any cold or anything like that, but I have acid and sonic. 26 points.
Okay, 26 points of slashing and sonic acid damage as you cut through his scales, leaving a stroke of blood across the gold and gems. That's the end of your turn.
Rock is going to take one action to kind of fly up a little bit and gain some altitude and end up right about there.
Okay, he kind of gets in behind Gunn about, what is that, like 30 feet? 30 feet. All right. Longtooth's turn. He kind of flaps angrily. Yeah, I yield, he says, kind of flapping up and back out of the orb of water. You humans are so hasty for blood. If you wish to have it, then fine. Asher. So he's flapped up a
lot
bit.
of townspeople.
Yeah?
Nah.
There's a chance that we could work together instead of against each other.
God damn it. Poor Asher. You know. Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm taking my hunt prey.
Okay, you hunt him.
I'm hunting him. And I am... Where did my weapons go? I'm gonna take my hunted shot. Let's see. Oh, the volley.
Always with the volley.
Here they come. First attack is 30. Where's the second
30
go?
just barely glances off.
And the other one's 23, so that doesn't hit.
Yep, 23 will also not hit. Both of those shots just glance off of him. That's one quick rapid shot.
And for fun, whee! One last one. And that doesn't hit either. That's okay. My turn was
18 will
fine.
not hit. Yeah, you.
It was my
unleash
conscience.
You unleash a flurry of arrows, but that moment of hesitation was too much, and your arrows don't strike true. As he kind of flaps there, he's about 30 feet up. He kind of just snarls again. So you humans have no honor? Disgusting creatures. Greshy. Where's your pride?
Well, I'm a dwarf, so I'm going to cast Earthbind on him. He needs to make a DC 29 Fortitude save.
Okay. Whoop. I think that's a success. Double check. Yes, that is a success, but not a crit success.
Okay, so he just falls 100 feet or 120 feet down to the ground. He doesn't take any damage.
Okay, so you hold out your hand, and mystic vines shoot up out of the lava to grapple him and bring him down. He kind of struggles against it, but is forced to land there outside of or just at the edge of this platform. Unhand me!
No,
he
you need to
says.
stay put. Phelan?
I guess the bubble goes away.
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. I guess end of your turn if you don't.
No. I might. No, I'll go ahead and spend my third action to sustain it, and I will move it to here. Because it will not do any further damage to him, unfortunately.
Okay,
But
so
it may do
you
something to
pull
lava.
the bubble back towards
Mhm.
the lava to kind of try and cool it and to quench an area. The area there does harden very rapidly, and a lot of steam rises up, creating a very heavily obscuring wall of steam in the path.
Is it natural or not natural?
Sure, why not?
It's up to you if it counts or not. That's why I ask. And then I guess Phelan would continue gunning for him since nobody seemed to call him off yet. So when he gets to there.
Okay, Phelan charges towards the dragon. What's his reach again? What's his reach again? What's his reach again? I think that's enough. No, it's not. Okay. Gunn, your turn. This Phelan's getting close, but not close enough to attack. What do you do?
I'm gonna have to go around this thing, aren't I? So it's gonna take me 2 moves to move up to him.
Yeah, unless you have some way of jumping it.
I mean, I suppose I could just jump, but that would also take 2 actions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, unless you have like
First-
quick jump or something like that.
first move, I can move over to here, and then I'll say, "No, you wore out your welcome." Rather quickly.
Then die, he says as you charge forward towards him. He will attack you with his jaws. I'll go ahead and burn my 7 points. And roll a jaw attack. Oh, that was so close to a natural 20.
Okay,
This still might be good. That was 7 points. It's a 46 to hit.
that's enough for a crit, even if I raise shield.
Okay. In that case, we roll these guys. That's
So I guess I won't.
that. Plus some more. Plus some fire. So 56 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 16 points of fire damage.
Okay, so I take 6 of that because of the resist energy. Alright, well, I've spent 2 actions to get next to him, so I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
With a 33.
33 will hit. Yes, that'll hit. Roll damage.
We have 34 points of slashing and sonic and acid damage.
Okay, 34 points. You take another good slash at his neck as he's reeling back. The fear in his eyes is real as he bleeds. And that's your turn? Or I guess you used to have one action for
Yep,
Rock.
Rock has 1 action, and he can't really use it to attack from here. But he will fly up and try to break the line so that we're not all standing in a straight line. I think he'll
Okay.
fly up, try to be above the Longtooth end over here.
All right.
So
Oops, I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay.
that's still out of range, right?
Yes.
It's 20 feet away. Okay. Yeah, staying 20 feet away-ish.
So I'm just drawing some ground stuff. Okay. All right. Dragon's turn. Longtooth. He snarls again. Does Earthbind keep him bound?
Not if he succeeds.
Not if he succeeds? Okay.
Yeah.
If he
he's
had
free.
failed, it would have kept him bound for rounds, but alas.
Okay. In that case, he is going to... yeah, he'll go ahead and make a Draconic Frenzy. He'll do 2 claw strikes and a wing strike. 37 to hit.
I'll go ahead and
Gunn.
reactively raise shield,
Okay.
but yes, that's still a hit.
That still hits. So, that is 24 points of slashing damage.
I'll shield block it,
Okay.
which will reduce it by 13.
All right.
And
He'll
I'll
make
take
a
11.
Make a second claw attack. This one's a 40 with fear. Yep, 40.
That is also a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. That one's 23 points of slashing damage. And then a wing attack. Minus 9. Minus 9. That's a 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. So, yeah, he slashes at you with both claws, buffets you with a wing. You manage to... you take some damage as he batters you about. And then he will lift up and fly 60 feet up to the mouth of the cave.
He can fly 60 straight up
Yep, that's...
in one action.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he
It's
can
big
fly
ass
120, so half
Yeah.
his movement speed
I
is...
see. I see.
He's fast.
He's fast.
Yeah, so he just goes straight up, well, kind of like straightish diagonally up towards the center. Asher.
He's still within 200 feet, even while up.
Yes.
Hard to tell. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use all my fate points to do an Eldritch Shot with Ray of Frost and see if I can't hit him this time.
Okay, that's an +8.
35 plus 8.
43.
43. That is a crit.
Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna take a bit. I do have listed what I crit. So let me just do my
Let's go through all
roll.
of the things here.
So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, we can do the
twice,
base damage first.
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty good.
It's 20
Can I-
plus 15 plus 8 plus 9.
Well,
that's
it's-
frost, so it triggers.
Yeah,
its
some of it's
weakness.
fire.
Oh, some of it's
I
fire.
think it says what it is. Yeah. So
Oh, okay, I'll split it out.
then I do
listed.
have.
Frost flame.
So
Yeah,
it's-
I'll
it's
treat the
first
because
die.
it's you wrote it as frost flame. The first die is the
Yeah.
frost, so
That is
3
fine by
and then
me.
4.
So 10,
So
10 of that flame can be ignored.
I
Out of the 52, he's going to ignore 10, so leaving 42.
And then I have Ray of Frost. Do I do Ray of Frost twice?
believe so.
yes, I think
It's
so.
in
Let me look at it, but yes, it takes double damage.
Critical
Yep.
success. Takes double
Mhm.
damage.
Double damage and a 10-foot status penalty to its speed for 1 round. Not like it's a big deal.
I mean, hey.
Might be a big deal.
Let me make
Could be.
sure I have this incorrect. I think I do. So I'm gonna click it twice. I think that was right.
30 points of cold damage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, another 30 points of cold, which
That
also
adds
triggers
up to-
weakness.
Yep.
2d8.
72 plus whatever weaknesses. Get so
This
far.
is Hunt Prey twice.
So your hunted shot does another
And deadly.
8 points of damage, and then deadly die.
Doot. Okay. There's the whole 9.
Is the wasn't
Oh, deadly
wasn't it-
deadly does not double.
Yeah,
No,
but
oh,
it's 2d10.
It does
Oh,
when
two-
it's,
oh, I
plus
see.
two.
It's normally
Does the-
2d10, but it does not
Right.
go to
Okay.
4d10. Yeah.
Does the hunted
right.
shot go to 4d8? I feel like we did before.
Oh yes, my bad. You're right. It's 2d8.
Go ahead and roll an
now,
extra
like,
2d8.
Sorry, guys. Okay. Another 9.
We need to set you up a full macro
Everything.
for your crit.
I know. I have a little list I'm reading off of. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we do need a crit macro.
okay.
Yeah, maybe after
uh,
this game we'll make you a crit macro.
Then the fire damage doesn't matter. He has to succeed a DC 24 Fortitude for more slowing. From
He doesn't have to succeed anything. You
Oh, is
you
he-
shoot him through the chest. A burst of ice explodes from his body. There's billowing up flames in his throat as he's like getting ready to breathe out fire. But just like a small puff of flames comes out as the ice chills his spine. And you can watch as the blue light just kind of fills his whole body, and then the fire and flames that were going to come out kind of just suddenly turn into like icy mist as his body grows cold very quickly and falls down, slams into the gold and coins, and scattering them all over. The
How much
battle's
damage
done.
did I end up doing with that?
I have 118. It might have.
God,
It's
did
it might be more.
I was like, take that, Greshy.
He did not have. He had way
Yeah.
less than that, so I stopped counting.
Okay.
Oh man.
I figured when he started being like, let's not fight, I was like, oh, that really hurt him in the beginning.
Yeah, that quench was. I did not count on that. I figured that Asher would be able to crit. I did not think he would be crit failing any saves.
I did not either. And
Yeah.
honestly, I was going to slow him just because I thought that would be
It's
more effective
because he
for us,
was fat after eating.
but there you go.
And you don't eat before you swim or you'll get a cramp. So
He
he
died
failed
from
to
cramp
save.
damage.
Yeah. Oh no.
It was such a severe cramp he couldn't fly. Alright,
Okay.
can I move that quench around and try and cool down some of the other lava in the area?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah. How
Just-
long does it
just, like-
last?
it lasts for a minute as long as I sustain it, so.
Okay. Yeah. You can try and use that to cool down more of the lava, just to kind of make
Or
it.
just to try and solidify this a little bit more firmly, so if I run across, it doesn't try and toss me into lava.
Yeah. So you managed to. I'll give you the. Yeah, you can get the whole southern pools of lava. Pretty.
Here I thought
tightly
we would need more
covered.
damage spells. I was like looking at your spell list going, oh, that's still a lot of heals and not very much.
Or you
Yeah,
would have needed it. My problem was you were way too far the fuck away.
Well, I was going to heal up on this round for
Mhm.
sure.
No, it's fine.
In
As
fact,
you.
I still will. I will
Well,
definitely
so
still-
as you guys are like moving around in the cave, Greshy, you approach and you can hear just low breathing.
give myself a
Disgusting humans and
Told you I'm a
disgusting
dwarf.
dwarf.
You chose the wrong side.
His eye closes.
I kick it.
His life fades from existence. You'd have to climb up there, but you can climb up there and kick him,
Oh.
sure.
I will
Yeah.
climb up there and kick him.
Like,
Hell yeah, Greshy.
scurry up.
Kick him in the eye.
Just a small kick, not like super severe, just bastard.
Yeah, give him a kick.
All the people you murdered.
If he didn't murder all those people, maybe I wouldn't have shot him. Very wasteful.
Well, so 2 orders of business I see here. First one is he's got a lot of gold, so we should probably try and move his body out of the way. Second order of business is we should probably let Schwanty know that we've taken care of it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be impressed.
I'm impressed.
We'll tell them Gunn wrestled the
Jeez.
dragon.
You guys did so good. That was nuts. That was over in a flash.
That was a bit easier than I was expecting. Oh, hang on, Gunn. And I will send some healing energy toward Gunn. Gain 64 hit points back.
Helps if I brought water to a firefight.
I also gave myself a, okay, I'm back at full after that.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're not keeling over on me.
Oh, thank you. Well, now we're really impressed the Shawante as we walk out untouched.
Anyway, Phelan, could you do me a favor and help me move this dragon out of the way?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Phelan
That is a lot
can
of gold.
try. This dragon is heavy.
I mean,
It can just kind of try and shove the body.
That's what I was imagining, was just kind of him pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, as you're doing so, you're like scattering coins everywhere. Some of the coins are falling out into the lava, melting away.
I mean, it's either that or we try to take
The big
gold out
rolled
from
up,
underneath of the dragon.
yeah,
mhm.
the big rolled up rug kind of rolls off of the platform and is kind of on the ground there.
Gunn, do you mind unrolling that? I'm kind of curious what kind of rug this is.
Sure.
I swear to God, if we find Aldern Foxglove's body in that,
It's him.
Asher, grab that end. It seems pretty large.
Yeah, it's very large. It's it's like more than like 10 feet across lengthwise. Yeah, no, it's probably more like 15 feet lengthwise. It's very long.
Well,
Unroll
it.
Yeah, you can start unrolling it, and in the process, you realize that this isn't a rug. This is a tapestry. This is a massive tapestry. It looks like it depicts it's a number of figures engaging in like hand-to-hand combat. They're drawn in, or they're the figures are all sewn with this very incredibly black thread, and each of the figures has like green glowing eyes, but they seem to be engaging in some kind of martial arts dance or technique or something. Yeah, it seems to be, as you unroll the whole thing, it is just depicting some kind of just massive dance or battle scene. You're not sure.
So, it's a waterbending scroll of some kind?
Maybe.
Okay.
Very, very similar idea, yeah, but yeah, it seems
Could
to be
used to learn some kind of, it could be a teaching tool for some kind of martial form or dance.
Yeah, certainly. The language written here, actually, Asher, you recognize bits and pieces of these letterings. They're definitely Thessalonian.
Oh. Yay.
Give me a society check.
Oh. I'll try. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, I am trained in it. How nice.
It always comes back to
Oops.
Thessalonian.
16.
16.
I mean, you have a hero point if you want. that.
I do, but I'm very stupid at society.
That's fair.
I also have whatever it is. My weird
You're-
knowledge.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what your dubious knowledge options are here. Yeah, the words that you can kind of just barely make out are either the word for... it's either black or night. Like nighttime.
Oh.
And paired with the word for... you think it's like... It's either priest or monk.
Ooh, the Black Knight Priest Monk.
Sounds like it could be important.
I'm not that good at it yet, but
But this thing is
Good average.
heavy. This
Good
is
spot.
like full on, like Indian rug shop rug like quality. Like this is 50 bulk of rug.
50 bulk?
Yeah,
That's
of
really
tapestry
massive.
rather.
that's like a castle wall of tapestry.
It's heavy.
Oh, man.
Whatever this is made of, it's super heavy.
Yeah, I guess that's not coming with us.
No
No.
way that's coming with us.
Shall we try and grab the most valuable of the gems and coins as much
Mhm.
as we can?
Might as well shovel that
Suppose.
into the bag.
Yeah, I only have one coin.
I imagine that there's also too many coins to fit in the bag. I can take.
Possibly, yeah.
I'm happy to take all my. I'm happy to take all my stuff out of the bag and carry it on my backpack,
Okay.
so we can use the full.
Let's see if I recall how much.
I mean, you can fit a lot of coins. How much can your bag fit?
25
25.
25. Okay.
total, but I need to see what we've got approximately in there. Do I have that listed someplace?
And coin bulk is by the thousands. Yeah. Did I write that right? Oh yes, that's a lot of coins.
Rich.
I
What
show
name?
us having about 21 bulk left in the bag, 20 to 21, depending on how much your stuff was.
I'm just gonna carry all my stuff. I think I can
Okay.
do, and that puts me
Then-
up to.
I put 3.7 bulk worth of stuff in there, so we would have.
So
20
there's
2.3.
currently 38 bulk just of coins alone.
So let's just stuff like 20 bulk in there.
And let's try and get all the gems
Sure.
that we can first.
Okay.
Speaking about the Runelords' greed, the
Well,
three of us just like.
Do you think
"Hoo-hoo."
we'll come? Do you think we'll come back here for it? I doubt it.
We might be able to if certain things are convenient, but highly unlikely. And
We might need to because of the tapestry.
50 bulk. I just don't know where we're going to put it.
How
or
much
we're
could
gonna get out of
how
here.
much could Rock carry in his claws? That's what I'd like to know.
For travel purposes, I mean, what's his
He's
strength?
big enough to-
What's his strength mod?
His strength modifier is not too great.
So Phelan's is 5, and it calculates his bulk limit at 10.
Rock's is 4. Yeah, but do large creatures not have a different?
I mean, even if you double that,
Large creatures do treat bulk differently. I forget how. Dragging the items. Yeah, estimating item bulks. There's something about that.
I think it scales down by one class, so like one bulk worth of stuff is actually just L, something like that.
No, one bulk worth. Well, oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe.
And then if it's a single item,
I remember vaguely in the book where it is. I can look that up, but he could maybe carry that, but that would be quite the detriment if you were trying to take him into battle or anything.
right. I'm thinking of travel alone for bringing it back to the Shuanti.
Do you think they would want the money? Or the tapestry?
The tapestry certainly might be of interest to them. And there's nowhere, I mean, they're the closest people, allies we have. The nearest allies we have to bring it back to.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Items and sizes.
A large creature treats one bulk as light bulk. And treats light bulk as negligible, and their bulk limit is twice normal creatures. 295.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so it should actually have double bulk. So that's instead of what, 8, it's like 16.
And it would treat
Instead
50,
of
it would treat 50 bulk as 5 bulk then.
Rock's
Yeah.
current max is listed at 14,
Yeah, that's just the basic. Because it's
So
going off of
probably
medium creatures.
28.
Yeah, so it'd be 28 normally, and it would treat the tapestry as 5 bulk.
So Rock
So.
could carry it.
Oh. Okay. And it actually wouldn't even be that much of a trouble for him. It would only count as 5 bulk of his 28.
Would he be able to carry you on his back while also carrying that in his claws?
You plus
I don't know.
it. Well, you plus all your stuff plus the.
Me plus all my stuff is less than 50 bulk. Probably. So,
Yeah.
assuming I count as another 5, then
Medium
Probably.
creatures are 6.
okay.
So yeah, you'd
And I'm
be.
carrying about 10 worth of stuff.
You would not hit his encumbrance limit.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay. So I think Rock can carry this for us.
It'll get pretty beat up.
He's maybe we can wrap it in something to protect it a little bit.
What will we wrap it in?
Some sick beats.
Let me see what I've got.
Some sick bee. We don't have
I've
a
got-
bard, Greshy.
Oh, shoot.
I've got a bedroll that I mean, as long as we're using the yurt, I don't really need. Does anyone else also have a bedroll we could use to wrap the other side of it to keep it from being damaged by
That's
I
this?
mean, I
good
do, but
clause.
mine's got silk lining. I'd rather not. It's a nice bedroll.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
have to use it one
Think
day.
I have a bedroll. Somehow, what?
And
Well,
I
I've
guess
got a
for
tent,
clarity, while this thing is like big and elaborate, it doesn't look like way more valuable than any of the other things here.
Sure. I'm worried. I don't want him to damage it so that it can't be read.
Sure.
Another option would be to use some rope and rig it so that it could be carried by a rope.
What, do you think the Shuanti would have any use for it?
They might be able to help us decipher it, and then we'd find out.
Does it seem like they would know Thessalonian?
If not, perhaps they can hold on to it for us until we can contact someone who can help us, or until we can prepare a way to read it.
can always write down what it says, so we don't have to haul it. I'm getting better at writing.
That's good. I'm very proud of you, Asher.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to shovel coins into the bag for a while, focusing on gems and other valuable notables up until a bulk limit of 20. See what I get.
Okay, so are you going for gems and things first and then coins? Okay, so as far as the other things that you find that look to be of value, there is a very large blue opal. It's like a translucent blue opal. That one is light bulk, but it is nice, hefty. It's like a good foot in size. It's huge. There is a massive blue diamond as well. That's a little bit smaller, but you'd know that diamonds go for way more than pearls do. Also looks to be quite valuable. Similar to the translucent blue opal, there's a very dark black opal with a hint of just like a glint of red inside, as if there were flames within. You didn't get any magical reading off of it earlier, so it doesn't appear to be magic. It just looks very pretty. But that one is almost certainly even rarer than the water opal, the blue opal that you saw. Those 3 gems are all light bulk each. For another light bulk, there is just a collection of assorted smaller gems. You can just write that as other gems. Then we have there's a group of silver idols. Small statuettes, only about a foot in size each. One of them appears to be of a human riding a wyvern, or wyvern, if you want to say wyvern. It's wyvern. Don't believe the naysayers out there. It's wyvern. It's a human riding a wyvern. It's very elaborate. It's very detailed, and it's made out of pure silver, it seems. You also see a silver idol of what appears to be a triumphant human hero, like trampling a demon of some sort, who's got like crazy horns. You also find a silver idol of a four-legged horse-like creature with the upper torso of a human. They seem to be wearing some kind of shining plate mail and wielding a spear. And then there's also a silver idol of what was kind of like a twisting, leaping fish, with very large eyes, and very elaborate scale work. And then also amongst these silver idols is one with a different sheen from the rest. Would you know this material? Probably. It's Greshy.
Crafting check if you want.
Yeah, crafting. Actually, yeah, crafting check is good.
Sure. Crafting. That's the 31.
Oh yeah, you know this material. This is a pure platinum statue of Karzug, the Runelord.
Oh, Karzug.
It is very similar in shape to the statue, like the massive statues you saw outside of the Storval Stairs. But this one is just a little over a foot tall, of very similar stance and everything. Made of pure platinum.
Well,
Little Karzug.
that one's going in there. We'll note that down later.
Each of those statuettes is light bulk. And then out of the rest of the stuff you're able to get, I guess let me know how much bulk you have left over.
Well, I mean, that would be at most 1 bulk. I think we're at 9
I have an idea.
light bulk.
I have an
out of those
idea,
items.
Greshy.
Hmm.
Your backpack is... You have a backpack and it's still in the bag of holding, is that correct?
I'm actually carrying that. That's my Phelan holder. But I could put other
Okay.
stuff in there, technically. But
Well, here's my idea. We could jam as much gold as we can fit into a backpack and use the scroll of semi-instantaneous transport to what's his name? I've lost it.
Sranzelplum.
Sranzelplum. And write instructions as follows. Hello, Sranzelplum. Here's a gift for you. Please put something in layaway for us that you think we would like.
That's not how gifts work. That's how trades work.
We could do that. I don't think that's going to work out the way you want it to, though. Just saying.
Yes, a gift.
Like, I don't know that he's necessarily going to just send us something.
No, don't send anything back. He definitely shouldn't send anything back because it would end up here in the...
Well, he's pretty quick about it. So.
And also,
Yeah.
it's evening time right now.
Yeah,
Sends
you're
from
getting
Kyle.
close to outside of store hours.
I
So-
think if you want to send him something, we could send him a gift.
We can send him a backpack full of gold. Yeah, that's all I got. And say,
My
do
backpack.
not send something back. Just keep this. That's your...
There's no. I mean, we can do that if you want. The only. I mean, I'd ask for another scroll if you're going to do that. That way we can continue to do business with him. But
Yeah, that's true.
Get the backpack back.
If you are still working right now, then please send a scroll back. Otherwise, send back nothing.
Backpack.
Once again, if he sends back nothing, then we're not going to be able to do business with him again. And now we're out of backpack.
We won't be here to
I like
receive
the
it if it's
idea.
outside
And I
business
think
hours.
giving him a gift would not be a bad thing. Better use of the money than just leaving it here. But
Well, first, would you like to count up the money that you that you're actually able to find? So, though everybody keeps saying
Shouldn't we
gold,
give it
it's
to
not
the
all
town?
gold. Most
Right.
of this
Let's
is
literally
actually
just count gold.
copper.
it's
Um,
bronze. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're down to a backpack full of copper because we've put most of the gold
So
in Greshy's bag.
So if I'm doing
So,
it
of stuff
correctly,
you're able to-
1, 2,
money you're
3,
able to get.
4, 5. Yeah, I'm showing 9 light bulk. So I was gonna. That's 19 more bulk worth of coin.
This dragon sucked. You couldn't even get gold.
Well, I haven't said what the actual coins are yet.
I don't care, Jason. This dragon sucks.
There's 58 million copper.
No, there are 3 platinum pieces that you're able to pick out from the mess that hasn't fallen into lava. 343 pieces of gold. 2,314 pieces of silver. And there's a full total of 36,055 copper pieces.
Oh,
So that's about 360
Just
gold
like,
and copper,
oh.
and about
So-
231 gold and silver. So we're
So
looking
we
at
can-
about 1,000 gold total.
if we just had to leave the copper behind or most of it, then it wouldn't be a big loss.
I will shove, starting with the gold and the silver, as much as I can up to 19 bulk into the bag.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're able to get all of the platinum, gold, and silver into your bag.
Sorry, how
Um,
much was the platinum? I missed that number.
It was
3.
3 platinum.
3 platinum. Okay.
And then
Oh,
of
we could
the
each just take
basically
one.
36,000, you can only take 9,000 of those.
Okay.
So,
So
9,000
there's-
copper.
27 copper left over. 27,055 copper.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get like 2/3 of it, not 1/4
Oh, sorry.
of it.
What did you say? It was 19 bulk or 9?
19.
19? Okay, then take 10,000 more.
Okay. So 17
Oh, sorry,
copper
19 minus 2, so
17,000.
yeah, 17,000. There you go.
Okay, so we're leaving behind 19,055 copper.
Yes.
That's fine. I mean, no need to be greedy after all.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
Asher.
I wasn't participating in the coinage.
and even
By the way.
a backpack.
What's
full
Asher
of-
doing while that's going on?
I'm trying to decide what I'm doing. That's why I like that everyone's talking about the copper.
Even a backpack
so
full
much.
of copper is barely worth sending to Shranzelplum. So
Once again, if we don't get a scroll back, we don't get a way to do business with him.
right, I said barely. So I'd said let's probably
Okay.
just skip it. Like that would be about 50 gold worth, which is like the backpack probably holds just about enough gold or enough copper to buy another scroll. Because copper is heavy.
Hmm. I mean, to be fair, that's 190 gold, which is
Being
not
left
enough.
behind, yes. But
Being left behind, but
wouldn't a backpack only fit about 5 bulk or 10 bulk, something like that?
thereabouts. Well, regardless.
Yeah.
We'll leave it behind, and if we have a means to grab it later, we can. But for
I
now,
don't-
this is plenty.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be back for a pile of copper.
Anyway, should we cut the dragon's heart out?
Well, that's actually what I was doing.
Oh, there we go.
that was actually.
We look over and Asher's like elbow deep in.
Well, he's been like eyeing the dragon while you guys are doing your gold thing, 'cause he's not interested in the horde very much after the
you got
big mat didn't
teeth,
pan out.
horns, scales.
Well,
so
no.
you make your way over to the dragon while they're talking about the logistics of gold transference, and you're just kind of looking over the dead body, frosted over. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, time to proceed.
Yeah, a copper golem would be pretty nice. If we had that.
I can find. There you are. A 37.
37. Okay. You notice the wraps it has around its arms, around its like forearms. Those have some slight. They're red cloth with like gold lacing, or like gold, not lace.
Oh, that's right.
Trim, gold trim.
He's
Also got a silver bracelet, a golden ring. But the thing that you actually like notice the most is you're just kind of looking at the spot where you shot him, in the basically like in the chest, and your eyes just kind of follow the line of his neck up to just below his jaw. There is something carved or branded there into his neck.
Ooh.
You step a few steps closer and kneel down to get a closer look, and you can see there, charred into the scales, is the Sahedron rune.
Mm.
It is smoking slightly.
Ooh. Smoky. Well, that's nice. I wonder if this counts as a sacrifice. I don't know how you'd know that. Hmm. I guess he's part of the club.
Well, that, or was it an active spell that was protecting him somehow?
Does
now it's
Asher mention it at
firing.
all, or like you see it there?
No,
I figured
I don't see a reason.
Greshy and
to
I went
mention.
through the coins and
Okay.
stuff for a while, and then when we look up, we see what Asher's doing. Finally.
Do where he's at when we actually do look up, because it's been a while.
Sure, but if Asher doesn't mention the Sahedron,
I would
nobody
be
would.
looking for it.
Yeah, nobody would really know.
It just seems to me like, yeah, like, oh yeah, everyone's branded with that. And doesn't feel worth mentioning.
Well, did you
I
find
guess it's
anything?
trinkets.
Did you find anything useful or interesting?
He's a little zoned out right now. He's like
Yeah,
looking
Asher's
around,
just over there
not really
staring
paying
at the
attention
dragon.
to anything.
Dragon scales can be quite useful.
Not a
They'd
reply.
Probably be more valuable than the copper we've filled the bag with, actually.
He's gonna take out his dagger
Sorry, I'm still just
and
amazed
start
that we.
cutting a little bit around where the heart is. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Peek.
Yeah,
But,
you take your dagger and like kind of drop down over where his heart is, and stab the dagger in and just kind of cut a bit where you
Take a peek
suspect
at
the
it.
heart to be. There's still quite a lot of heat here. He's still warm to the touch. It's still, that warmth is still fading from his body rapidly, but he's got quite a lot built up in there. You're just kind of peeking inside.
Yeah, like what does the heart look like? Is it done beating? Is it still beating? Does it look like it could beat again?
No, you don't feel a pulse as you kind of kneel over him, and as you cut a portion open, inside the heart's there. It's dead. It's very, very dead.
How big are their hearts? Are they pretty big?
This dragon's heart is like
Ooh.
bigger than you.
Oh, that's no good. At least it's done beating. Because I'm like, man, if it was small enough, put it in a jar. Take it with me, but not bigger than me. No, no, no.
Well, if we didn't have all of this gold in the bag, I would have put it in there instead, but...
Oh, Greshy,
We
that
could
would've been a
probably
great idea.
Dump some of that copper we just found in
No,
favor
I mean-
of some claws, horns, scales, teeth. Anything you can salvage that's good materials.
Perhaps.
If
I
we're
don't
being
think we
economical.
should strip the dragon. I think taking his hoard is enough.
I think the Shawanti will probably strip anything if we.
We could tell them that's here
Yeah,
and they
they
can
could
take care of
come
it
back.
themselves. No reason. I mean, not that I'm not willing to do some work for them, but
Let's. Did he? He was wearing some things that might be magical. Also, I imagine if a dragon's wearing it, it's somewhat valuable. I'll step over to Asher and like point to the red cloth on his claws.
Asher's like visibly a bit upset. And he just looks at Gunn and goes, I think that you have enough.
I'm just being economical. We shouldn't leave anything we can use behind. We need all the help we can get.
You have enough. It's enough. There's enough.
I don't see why we should leave anything behind.
If you take it, you can take it. I don't want it. And Asher just gets up and
Right.
walks away.
Yeah, Asher seems like visibly upset.
I don't understand, but maybe later there will be opportunity to ask him about it.
Character
But,
building opportunity.
But I will search the dragon since I noticed that he was wearing some things, and I assume they're magical, and I'll probably bring them to. I'll just start by searching him. I'll call Greshy over, I guess, to help.
Oh, actually, in this case, Asher would become a chicken and fly out. He's not even gonna stay in. Actually, I feel like
Sure.
that's more appropriate.
Okay, yeah, Asher takes flight, becomes a little chicken. And starts
It's not
flapping out
as
of the
like
little cavern.
threatening as his angry demeanor, I have to say, but he floats out.
He's flapping up, with little feathers are flying everywhere. Gunn, you take a look at the
I'm a
stuff on the
little worried
corpse.
about Asher, but I don't see why we shouldn't take the items the dragon was using, especially if they're magical.
Well, you
say
you can
Greshy.
undo the wraps around the dragon's four claws. It's a pair of red claws with the golden trim, and then there's a silver armband that's pretty hefty, but you can kind of unclasp it and remove it. That one's probably a full bulk. The hand wraps become smaller as you've removed them, and shrink down to like a normal humanoid's hand wrap size. And the gold ring you can see has like a inset piece of amber in it. You can remove that as well, and that's another bulk. But does not appear to be. The armband and the gold and amber ring, neither of them appear to be magical.
Oh, okay. Doesn't have any runes on it.
No runes or anything. You don't see any runes on the hand wraps either.
Okay.
But the fact that they just shrunk implies to you that they're probably magical.
Right. I was gonna say I'm gonna look on the ring and see if it has any runes that look like the runes on my. Well, hell, I'm gonna identify.
I was going to say, doesn't Asher have your ring right now?
Yeah.
I have 2 rings.
Oh, that's right.
I should give that back.
Gunn has many rings.
With a quick identify, I'll try and identify each of the items and see if I can recognize anything.
Okay. Yeah, I guess roll for each of them. And tell me which one you're doing when you do it.
Let's use religion, probably.
Yeah, religion's fine.
For the wraps first, and then the armband second, and the ring third. 21, 27, 28.
21, 27, 28. The silver band and the ring are just normal. They're not magical at all. The wraps, on the other hand, sorry, what was the actual? 21. You can tell they're magical. You can see that there are actually runes inset on the insides, woven into the fabric, but you're not sure exactly what these do.
Well, he wore them on his claws, and he attacked with his claws.
Yeah, you can venture a good guess.
They might be something of that nature. So.
All right.
Did we find anything else other than those 3 items being worn by the dragon?
Nope. You can give me a perception check as well.
Sure. And then after that, let's call the Shawanti.
Call them up
Somehow?
on their cell phone.
22. Okay. Yeah, looking over the dragon, you notice where Asher had to cut around the heart to take a peek. But you don't see anything else of note on the dragon. Asher, who is flapped up to the ledge, you can see just waiting outside the entrance to the cave. The Shawanti are just kind of grouped up, just waiting there. They see the chicken, and they a little startled, but Lenali lets out a sigh of relief. Chicken Asher, your task was successful.
Oh. Well, I'm startled to see
Says a
everyone
hawk.
here.
Talking
No,
to
she's not in hawk form.
Oh.
She is in human form.
Okay. Yeah, a hawk and a chicken are speaking.
Well, I guess I'll turn back because I can't talk as a chicken.
No,
Maybe
not
I'll
really.
just huff around as a chicken.
Well, I mean, if
You
you
talk
if
to
you
a
huff
druid?
around as a chicken, she actually will cast speak with animals.
Oh, how nice!
Seeing that you're not responding, she casts a spell, and you can suddenly, I don't know, you feel more empathic towards her, and you can, I guess, communicate loose ideas. She tries to she clucks at you a little bit, and you, what is the matter? You seem. Did you all make it?
Yeah, the dragon's dead. It was pretty quick. Everyone is alive and healthy. That's it.
This calls for much celebration, then. Does it not?
I guess. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yet I sense this victory rings hollow for you for some reason.
There's a lot. And out of character, I'm like, there's a lot to talk about here, but I think that
I know.
one of us needs to go.
Yeah.
So I don't want to jump in anything.
Sure.
So
All
I don't
right.
know what you want to do.
No, that's fine. If you were inclined to say anything further to her, you begin clucking, and she continues clucking back at you, and the camera
Okay.
pans up as the smoke ceases. I guess the smoke fades away. Yeah, camera pans up past the clouds. The screen goes to black. We're done.
I saw the message. I was like, I can't keep going, but I could.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. So if I
didn't want to be like, no, we have
No,
to stop.
I'm
but also just
looking
like,
for that stop and hook. All right,
throw it in.
that is good enough. Thank you all for joining us. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Happy
Don't let
holidays.
the dragons bite.
Merry Christmas to us.